Welcome to my Girl Scout Daisies. My name's Sonora and I work for the Girl Scouts of Suffolk County, and it's Nurse Appreciation Week. So we are doing programs that are dedicated into keeping ourselves healthy so that we can help them keep everyone else healthy. We want to give a shout out to our nurses out there. Thank you so much for everything that you do out in the front lines. We hope that you're staying safe and healthy as well, and thank you just so much for being there and supporting your community and the world. So through this program, we will be doing the Daisy Tula petal, which is the red petal, and we are learning how to be courageous and strong just like our nurses out there. So we will be doing a couple of activities. One being creating a superhero that represents us. We will also be doing a couple of easy exercises to keep our bodies strong. And we will be making a courage crown. And I will also read Tula's story so that we can get a gist of the idea of what courageous and strong means. So let's get started.
Standing up for Darla. Ring, ring, ring! The morning bell had just rung at Petal Elementary School. It was time for recess. The flower friends headed outside to the playground. Who wants to play hopscotch? Tula the tulip asked the flower friends. I do, Zinni replied. Me too, Jerry added. The flower friends ran over to the hopscotch board. You go first, Tula, Jerry said. Okay, Zinni said. Ready, set, hop! Giggling as they took turns, the flower friends began to play. Hop, hop, hop. Then Tula noticed some dandelions playing kickball nearby. A few of them were teasing Darla, one of the smaller dandelions. Tula did not like to see anyone treated unkindly. I should tell them to stop, she thought, but what if they start being mean to me? Maybe I should pretend I didn't see anything. Then Tula saw a tear trickle down Darla's face. I have to say something, she thought. Even if I'm a little scared, I know I can act with courage. She marched over to the dandelions. Hey, everyone, Tula said. I can see that Darla is sad. How about if everyone plays together? You can't tell us what to do, one of the dandelions said. Yeah, another one chimed in. Tula knew she didn't have to fix this by herself. She turned to find an adult, but the school principal, Miss Evergreen, had walked over. She had overheard everything that Tula and the dandelions had said. Tula's right. Remember, teasing hurts people's feelings. The dandelions hung their heads. We're sorry, Darla, the dandelion said. Do you and Tula and your friends want to play kickball with us? Sure, Darla replied. That would be fun. Tula went back to Jerry and Zinni and told them that the dandelions had invited them to play kickball. That sounds great, Jerry said. We're glad you were courageous and strong enough to ask. The dandelions stopped teasing Darla. Maybe we'll make some new friends because of it. The end.
After hearing Tula's story about standing up for Darla, I want you to start thinking about ways that you are courageous and strong. What we will be doing is drawing a version of ourselves as a superhero. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't have to be a superhero to be courageous and strong. All of us are courageous and strong every single day. So what you'll need for this is a piece of paper. You'll need some coloring utensils. I'm using gel pens. You can use crayons, coloring pencils, colored pencils. You could use markers. You could use paint, whatever you'd like to draw with. So you're going to draw yourself. Don't forget you'll have a cape, and you can even put a crown on. You can do whatever you want to make it all about representing yourself. So I'm going to make sure that I have my curly hair in there because that's a distinct characteristic of my features. And on top of it, I want you to write, I am courageous or I am strong because, and for me, I'm going to say I am courageous because I'm not afraid to be myself. Sometimes it's hard to go out there and be yourself because you might think that other people won't like you, but if you're yourself, people are automatically going to be attracted to your personality. So That's a courageous and strong thing to do, is go out there and just be yourself and never let anybody put you down. So that's what I will be doing. And I'm going to start drawing up my character. I started drawing her up already, but I'm going to add some curls up here. I have long curls. So we're just giving you a few minutes so that you can draw yourself as a superhero. You might want to pick your favorite outfit when you're drawing it as well. Okay. I think I want to add a big letter H on my superhero's shirt. H for Honora. Okay, so far I drew her body, and she has a cape and my curly hair. So I want to start coloring it in. And before I start coloring it in, I'm going to write on top, I am courageous So I, space, A-M, I am, courageous, C-O-U-R-A-G-E-O-U-S, because, and if you'd like, you can do a blank line if you need a couple of minutes to figure it out. But I'm going to just write whatever I said that I wanted to write. So I am courageous because I am not afraid to be myself. I switched it up a little bit. I was having issues with my gel pen, so I redrew my superhero girl. And here's my final product. Okay, so I am courageous when I be myself. So I want you to think about how you are yourself, or how you are courageous and strong, and you're gonna write that and keep this on your mirror to look at every single morning so that you can always empower yourself, because the way that you feel about yourself can really affect the day that you're having. So if you're having a bad day and you look at this, it reminds you, I am strong and I am courageous and I can do this, because we can all do this, especially during this time. We're getting pretty stressed out, but we're all in this together and we can get through this together. For our next part, we are going to be making some courage crowns so that we can remind ourselves again of how courageous and strong we are. What you'll need for this is construction paper, computer paper, cardstock of whatever color you'd like. If you stick with white, you can always paint it another color. This is your crown, so you'll want to make it to your liking. Ask for an adult's help with a pair of scissors. You'll need a writing utensil. You can use colored pencils, markers, crayons, paint, whatever you'd like. And I have sparkles and glue, so I'm going to use those on my crown and a brush. And I also need a piece of tape. So what you're going to do, now I have a pretty big head, so I'm gonna fold mine in half. This will just make it easier for me to cut it. Let's see. Okay, so I might grab a ruler. It might make it a little bit easier for myself to cut a straight line. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just going to take off a little bit of the paper from where I folded it. And I'm going to cut a straight line down the paper. I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so I cut that off. So that means now I have 2 pieces of paper. Now, because I have a bigger head than you girls do, 2 should be plenty for you. I don't know if it's going to be okay for me. Let's see. It might be okay. If not, I can always add some extra paper to it. So now what I'd like to do is I'm going to make some triangles just to guide me to make the parts of my crown. I can even do circular ones. It's up to you. So I'm gonna get one down first, just so that I could show you. So these will be a little curvy half circles. Like so. See, they're half circles. Okay, and then I will take my scissors and I'm going to cut out the half circles. So now, when we open this up, again, we have 2 pieces that have those triangles. All right, so now I want to attach these by matching up. Now you could trim these a little bit, but I'm matching up my 2 pieces of paper. And I don't have to go too far in, it's just enough so that I could tape it down. You could use Scotch tape for this. You could use a stapler if you'd like. Okay. And I want to do it to the other side as well so that you don't have that bended part. Sorry for the background noise, they're cutting the grass outside. Okay. I want to see if this will definitely fit my head, so I think I'll be okay. Now, this part's a little tricky, so because I have a bigger head than you girls do, I would probably stick as close to the edge as possible to fit my head. But for you, what you'll do is you can tighten it and have your family member or somebody to help you to tape it at the size of your head. What I'll do is I'm going to cut 2 pieces of tape right now. Sit on the side for a second. And you know what I'm going to do also before I even tape this down is I think I'm going to decorate it. So I taped mine, I put glitter, and I wrote, I am courageous and I am strong. Ta-da!
So for our last portion, we are going to be doing some yoga poses. Yoga is an exercise you can do at home. It's very calming. It's good for your mind, your body, and your soul. So that's what we will be doing, and we will be doing affirmations while we do these exercises. So if you could follow along, just listen to the words that I'm saying that describe the movement that you're making. Okay? So the first one that I want you to do is you'll put one foot out, facing to your side, and one foot is going to be straight ahead. Okay? You'll put your hands out like so, and you'll lean forward as if you're surfing the waves. I am strong. You can hold that pose there. You can even pretend that you're surfing those waves so you're strong against those waves. Okay? Now, I am kind, kind like a tree. So you put your hands above your head and try to balance your foot like a tree. Stand tall and strong like a tree. Make sure that you're also breathing through these exercises. Okay? I am brave. As if you're skiing. Okay? So, or kind of like a dive as well. You'll put your hands up like so. And you'll bend your knees. And you'll stretch out your body. So you again. Bend your knees. Hands up as if you're about to dive into the ocean. Okay. I am friendly like a dog. Like a little puppy. You'll do downward facing dog. So this one, let me see if I have enough room. Okay, we're gonna try this. Alright, so I'm gonna get down, put my hands flat on the ground, get on my tippy toes, and bring my entire body up, downward facing dog. Okay? And the last one is I am wise. The way that you do that you are wise, put your hands. This would end your yoga poses. You can even put your hands, if you don't feel comfortable putting your hands here, you can also put them on your knees. And what I recommend is taking a couple deep breaths. You'll smell a flower and blow out a candle. Smell a flower, blow out a candle. You can even do your breathing exercises like smelling a flower and hiss like a snake. This will get you calm, and this is also a good point in your yoga poses to really be one with the universe, closing your eyes and imagining what you want in life or imagining wishes you have for others. Take a moment. Okay, so girls, I hope that you had a great time doing this program with me. What I think would be a really good idea is we made versions of ourselves as superheroes. What you might want to do is draw a nurse as a superhero, or even a sign saying thank you to all of our nurses. We appreciate and love you and care about you. And take a picture, post it on our Facebook. I think that the nurses will be very happy to see everybody supporting them through this tough time. Alright, so I'll see you girls next week.